What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your man Khalil G. I have got to keep going with these baits. That 6-inch open pour is a beast. I'm loving what I'm able to create out of that. I'm loving the content that I'm able to do because of that. And you guys seem to be enjoying it, so I'm going to do it again. Got another one for you. Flake in there like that. Got a line in between, brown top. Sweet, right? Let me show you another one. Right? Nice little shad pattern. I think these came out really nice. Like almost a GiZZaRD shad, I guess, because I think they're the darker version. Don't quote me. I am not the best at fish. I can't say fish. I still smell fish. Yeah, so I think those look wonderful. And what I really just want to do today is show you how I got from A to B. Yep, see, that was your last day. But anyway, I'm gonna show you how I got from A. Yeah, homie, he just got up. Well, he got up, he wasn't even hurt, he was knocked out. He was like, oh, you hit me. But I'm back, I got things to do. So yeah, I'll show you how I got from A to B, okay? And we'll make both versions of what I made here. I have ones with the black dot, naturally unnatural, you know, and then the one without. So, you know, they'll all have eyes in the end. Let's see if I got one with eyes in it. So yeah. They'll all have eyeballs in the end, which you'll either have the black dot or without. So I'm going to show you how I made these and what I went through to get this color. And then at the end, you guys let me know. Then at the end, you guys let me know which one you thought was better. I think they're all wonderful. If you like it with the black dot, or if you like it without the black dot, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, so let's start this. Let's get to the magic. All right, and here is my cook surface, my cast iron grill or titanium grill or whatever it was at the time that I bought it. Here's what we're using again today. The beautiful 6-inch open pour swim bait by Angling AI. This is going to be what we're using today to create what we've already created. Angling AI 6-inch open pour. Gotta love it. So, seeing as how I only need to make a very, very small amount to make this black dot, I am going to heat up some plastic. Not that one, but out of my bowl of plastic over here, I have some already made black, like solid black. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this off, and I'm going to use this to, you know, make my dots. Since I only have to show you one time, see how long it takes to melt that little piece, huh? All right, the black is back out. Got a limited amount of time on these drops. The last time I did it with the knife, so I'm gonna see if I can pull that off again. Kind of perfectly imperfect. That's pretty ugly. Not gonna lie. I totally hate the way that liquid formed up, but it was burning. But I cut such a small piece, and just temperature just wouldn't come out right. Like, that's the first cut. It turned into the spawn in there. It was trying to start its own life. So I had to cut that short. But as you can see, we put the dots in our first one, and the only one we're going to put the dots in. Now we have to get our bellies made, and you know, our center lines and all that other stuff. But let's start with the simplicity of the belly. Got my bottom coat ready finally. It's super hot. I left it in there a little long, but good thing I had some stabilizer in there, or else she would have went the wrong direction. What I'm about to use here is Snow Shine Dead On Plastics. So I have grown in the 1 or 2, 3, 4 times I've used this color. I have really grown to love it. Like, and it doesn't even take much. Just a small stream of drops. Now I didn't count drops. I want to say somewhere between 10 to 15 drops in this little bit of, because it's still see-through in the way that it should be see-through. Oh yeah, that looks so good. And it didn't pick up any bubbles. So let me put my big clamp on. This is what I got now. My other clamp broke. Try to keep it up high and off the heat as much as possible. That's fine. That makes it tilt a little bit. And then I used this, I think, last time to even it all out. So now everybody sits flush. Just like that. Now we're going to fill these bellies up. That's really hot. Let me switch hands with this glove. I'm going to start with this one over here with the black dot. And I don't think I've ran into anybody that's like, you know what, hand pouring is easy. After you do it a while, it just gets easier and easier. Because it actually doesn't. The same mistakes that you'll make when you're a rookie, the same mistakes you'll make when you feel like you're a professional. And those mistakes come from rushing. Alright. Now it's time to plug the griddle up and get her up to temperature. I set mine for 350, and while that's lighting up to 350, this is in there bonding and getting itself together. I'm going to start on the yellow and make my center line, because my gel is already yellowy. So we're going to use this to make our center line while the plastic is heating up. Alright, now we've got the yellow center line out. I'm going to use this chartreuse from Bates Plastics. Just got to be shaken up. Alright, I'm going to add a few drops of that, because I've already burnt this plastic to smithereens. But it still will work out for a center line. It can still brighten up some. That's super light. That's a little more chartreuse than that. There we go. Add more. It's just seeming a little less chartreusey. There we are. And give it a little bit more heat, even though it's already burning itself up, but it's a little too jelly-like. I need a little hotter. I'll stick it in the degassing chamber. I'll get these bubbles out. Still recording? Cool. All right. As you can see, we have made it out of the degasser chamber. Super hot liquid. And we'll try to pour this center vein carefully. Because, you know, I don't want it to go too far in either direction. That's absolutely wonderful. Let's see if we can do that again. Got him. Yeah, they didn't go into the front. They stopped. Got him. All right. All right, all right. Well, last but not least, I guess, we need to pour up some top layer. Anyway, the top color is Chameleon by Dead On Plastics. It gives a very pretty brown color with a hint of green. It's almost like a green pearl color. It's very attractive. But that's what that top coat is. It's just this. Well, I added a little brown to it, I believe, just to darken it over. But yeah, because it's kind of reddish here. So I'm gonna add a couple dabs of Dead On brown, just solid brown. A few drops of that. That'll get it from being reddish to brownish. Meanwhile, maintaining that green hue, that green top color. And it's getting hot in her. Boy, it's hot in her. Out here sweating. But we making it happen. This needs a little bit more microwave time. Then we'll put it in the degasser and we'll get right back with you. All right, we have that top color out. It is looking magnificent. So let's go ahead and get the visuals of that going in. I don't know, is it too hot? Is it too cold again? It's looking pretty liquidy. Let's give her a shot. Nah, she's too. Let me give her 30 more seconds. Okay. Alright, we're gonna rock with that. Let's pour up. Oh, it's so thick. Stop that. That one was super overflowing. Couldn't stop it. I don't know. Looks like it's on there. Lean towards the bottom. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let it cool down because that's what I've been waiting on. Now we just gotta wait for the cool down. In the meantime, let me show you what happens when you don't get your colors right. So this here is my top coat. This is what it's gonna look like once it's all said and done. It's very, very shiny. It's very lovely, right? But I didn't do the heat treat right on this one. So as you can see, here's my center line. It all just came back apart. I was able to peel it, and this is the belly. I was able to just peel it right off, separate them right out. And that's because I didn't do that right. And here's what it looked like. But then you can see the lines in it. This is another one I didn't do right. So I want you guys to see what happens if you don't use the appropriate amount of heat. You can peel these apart. They're one whole bait as is, but they can be peeled. Heat is everything. Alright, and this is what they're looking like in the container now. The one on the left I overfilled a lot, but hopefully when it cools down it'll sink in just a little bit, and then it won't be so bad. But yeah, we'll be right back for these shortly. Alright, it took a little while, but we have got to the point where we are done. Now, I always like to start with the one I think had the most issues, because this one, as you can see, I kind of overfilled it. The plastic was really thick at the time when I did it, and it needed a long time to cool down. But we're going to take a peek at this one first. You know, there's always the ability to trim. Okay, that was a really unnaturally deep spot, but as you can see, it looks pretty good. There is some separation there, and I did the heat treat correct as far as I know, but it just does not seem to be sealing between these different flavors here, and I don't know what to do, why it won't do it. It looks decent on one side, but not so decent on the other side. Like I said, it doesn't look that bad. Something I can always work on for sure. But yeah, they'll fish. They're decent. Let's take a look at this other one, since I know this one was going to be a little bad. I hope this one is a little better. Okay, I can still see the lines in it. I'm wondering what's going on and what's going wrong. Because the first handful of them I made was right on. Now all of these seem to be, well, that's not separating, but they all seem to have wanted to separate a little bit, but that one looks good. And that's with no dot. So we got the one with the dot, the one without the dot, but that brown top looks amazing. I'm not sure how the camera's doing it any justice, but that brown top is amazing. Alright, so I think these came out good, minus the minor D-lamb. But anyway, we have gotten the situation taken care of. We gotten these baits made. It took a while. There's a lot of variations in the color because, of course, the some that I made the time before, plus the view that I made today, were not mixed with the exact same setup. But they were in a design to let you see that they were the same kind of bait. Like, it's very clear that, you know, this color brown and this color brown, when put together, they're two complete different color browns, which of course I noticed, and clearly you noticed no matter what, right? But I think they still come out good. I think once I put eyes on this one, they will look just as good as the ones with the eyes on them. So, you know, just for that, just for visual sake, I'll let you see the difference in the color, because of course you saw that in the panning if you were paying attention. So I think they came out good. I think they're wonderful. I think you'll like more of these, and I think they're fishable. I think, you know, we can catch something with them. But again, you guys let me know if there's something different you want to see. I do have another few videos in my mind, plans that I want to go ahead and get done. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out, sticking around, staying tuned, and checking out these videos with me. I know I was gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. We'll keep these videos going, and we'll try to keep these baits going no matter what time I'm able to get them out. Thank you all for sticking with me and staying tuned. I'm Khalil G, and I catch you on the next one. I'm out.